Thank you so much, Kathleen, for coming to Cobourg. It's always special to see you. You're touring all across Ontario, talking to local people, local business owners. Why did you want to come to Cobourg?
Well, I wanted to come back to Cobourg because this is one of the most vibrant main streets in Ontario. It is just a beautiful town, and it's growing. It's growing and it's thriving. So I wanted to come to talk to some of the businesses and tour with Lou, who is the most popular man in Ontario, apparently.
He is great.
He is great.
With local businesses and youth working on the agenda, what does it mean to you to be talking to local business owners today?
Well, what I like to hear about is what businesses have started up, and where the niches were. We were talking to Adam and the mayor about how they have worked so hard as the BIA and as the leadership in the town to really make sure that this main street was thriving. And we talked about the art displays in some of the windows when the storefronts aren't full, and that draws people and actually has meant that there's a very, very full complement of businesses on this main street. So it's great to hear those ideas and to be able to talk to people about how their business is going.
Now, there's a lot of local youth in this community, doing a lot of great things. And with the minimum wage now going up, what's your idea and what's your focus on the youth in this province?
Well, we're doing a number of things that I think really focus on youth. And the first one that I want to mention is free tuition for young kids who come from families that may not have a high income and are going to be able to go, as of this September, to college or university and get free or better than free tuition. That's going to make a huge difference to young people. I talked to some young women this morning who actually are finished school, and they're carrying a debt, and it worries them every day. And what we want is kids to be able to go to college or university and not be fearful of that debt that they're going to carry. And I've met a bunch of young people who are working, some of them in their families' businesses, some of them as students in these wonderful businesses in Cobourg. So, I think that whatever's being done here, it's having great success.
Now, I asked you this back in 2013. What is your favorite part about coming to Cobourg? Now you're here again.
Well, today I'm not getting down to the lake, but I think the thing I've seen that has been the most unique is the beaver that's being carved for the sandcastle competition. I had never seen that before, so I'm hoping at some point I'll be able to go to the sandcastle competition and see all those sculptures.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for coming. Now, back in 2013, when I first interviewed you, poor Lou stood right beside you, and I didn't even ask him a question. So, Lou, what does it mean to you to bring Kathleen here today and show her what Northumberland has to offer?
Well, listen, we have the best premier the province ever had, and I'm not saying that because she's here today. I think we're in government today because of Premier Wynne. We have a great working relationship. And I think it just proves being out in the street here today. The number of people that we talk to, the business people, and the people that frankly are here spending some of their money. Yes. That, she has that flair to really engage with folks, and I'm really honored that she could take some time today to be here.
One of the things that Lou and I are talking to business owners about is some of the changes that we're making, including the increase to the minimum wage. And we're increasing the minimum wage because people can't afford to live on $11.40. They can't feed their families, they can't look after themselves. But we also know that businesses are going to need some support in that transition. And so we're working to figure out how can we support small businesses? What can we do to make their load a bit lighter so that they will continue to thrive? We need to find that balance because we need people to be able to look after themselves, but we also need businesses to be able to support themselves as well. So Lou and I are on that mission.
And now Gil is on this as well. What does it mean to you to be bringing, Cobourg to the spotlight with this big event?
Well, it's actually always a pleasure to have Premier Wynne back in Cobourg. I can tell you that, we've been very, very fortunate to have great support from the Premier and, of course, Lou Rinaldi here over the years. And it's a great opportunity for us to show that the Premier is very much a people person. She cares about people, and that's why she stops and talks to people so much. She wants to hear back from the public. And so she's just that kind of a person, and it's a pleasure that we have an opportunity to show the people of Cobourg just that her great personality.
Well, thank you very much for coming back to Cobourg and speaking with us. Maybe we'll have to do the interview again in 4 years.
Absolutely. Thank you to you and your team, and keep up the great work.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, Graham.